Today we have an amazing person, my friend Nitya Ranrajan here. So today let me introduce you with my very good friend, an author, a motivator speaker. So hello Nitya, welcome to this show, and we are beginning this series, and thank you for being part of it.
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much, Uma, for this opportunity.
As you already know, Nitya is also a very good writer. So she's already written 6 books. And please tell us about your books and which is your favorite and why and what is the name.
Yeah, I would say first book is always my favorite because when Shweta asked us to finalize the book idea, she said, think of one word that comes immediately to you when you think about yourself. And the first word that came to me was self motivation. So I decided, okay, I'll write a book on self motivation. I had no idea when I started, but then following her things and drawing the outline, I found out that, okay, I can write a book on self motivation. The influence she had on me without her knowing that she was influencing me. So I started writing this and I wanted to give an acronym so that it will be easy for people to remember. And SMILE is the acronym. So for SMILE, so they have to read the book to find out. So that's my first book. So this is my first book, the 5 secrets to sustainable self motivation. And the second one is motivational morning journal. The motivational morning journal, this is to supplement that book. So it's a journal. And my third book, this was actually by accident, Uma. 200 plus story starter. Actually, I did not have any idea to write this as a book. But what happened was when I was giving my course as a mother, I know always we feel happy when we get something for our children. So I thought in my course, in addition to giving bonuses to mothers, I will also give some bonus to the children. This is my fourth book, The Personal Growth Effect. And this is also a non-fiction book. And this talks about my story where I focused on personal growth and that led to different things in my life. So that one goal of pursuing your personal growth is enough for you to attain everything in life. As you know, this is our favorite.
So beautiful.
So co-authored, yeah, yeah. So co-authored this.
Hello everyone. So we are all part of India Authors Academy. I have written in this Pages of Power. This is volume,
Yeah.
and Nitya has written in volume 2.
Right, yeah. And the sixth book is Devi.
After you are an author, you are a coach, you're a mom, you're motivating so many people. So how do you fight this balance, in your life? Where does the problems come? And also I'm an author, I'm a writer. So sometimes, and we have our social media presence and everything. So a lot of work to do. So how do you balance, and is there sometimes this overwhelming or burnout? Have you ever faced that, and how do you deal with it whenever you face it?
Yeah, definitely. I faced all overwhelm, stress, guilt, everything just like other moms. And do you know, Uma, the most difficult thing for me was to set boundaries. It was very difficult for me. I don't know why, but only a few years ago, I cracked that code and I learned that skill. I had to learn that skill because I actually ended up in burnout situation because of me being means a people person saying yes, yes, yes to everything and not saying no. And that led to burnout. And it was very difficult for me to come out of the situation. And that's when I realized the power of setting boundaries in life. And I think that's very important for mothers. And that is one of the toughest things we all struggle with. And that is one of the problems I faced. And it took some time for me to come out of it. I think I would say I'm still learning that. And the second thing is asking for help. We always feel if we ask for help, we are doing something wrong. And we feel that, oh my God, as a mother, I can't ask for help. I have to do everything, do everything. That's what we always think. We can do anything, but not everything. We always have that do it. Yeah, we keep we well hands, 10 hands, and yeah, we can do everything. But the problem is we can't do everything. So we have to voice our opinion. We have to ask for help. So if we don't ask for help, see, there are some families where men volunteer and help you. But there are some families where they don't know. They actually want to help you, but they will not even know that you are having some problems. Tell them that I am having some problem. You have to come and help me. Then they'll be ready to help you. And the third thing is, as I told you earlier, mothers always feel that balancing is my responsibility. It's my sole responsibility. It's not like that. It is a shared responsibility. And what happens in this case is they actually think that taking care of the family is sole responsibility. But when it comes to decision, they always leave it to the husband or the head of the, and especially with respect to financial decisions, Uma. I've seen many friends of mine. And acquaintances also, I see mothers in my community also not aware of finances, and they are afraid to take financial decisions. And even if they go and buy something, also they're very afraid that their husband might say something because
So very true. I remember years ago, like we've been shifting places for a year, like some time, and I was in Amritsar, and we were setting up a new house, and I went ahead and bought the refrigerator. With that time costed 10,000 rupees, and I bought it. One of my friends there in Amritsar is looking at me like that. How can you order? Like, just went and order. Your husband didn't come with you. He didn't see what you were ordering, and she was so shocked. It's not just surprise, but you're so right that it's later I started observing well, and I realized that even buying a smaller thing, for the house, especially for the house or anything, is
yeah, yeah,
what you
definitely.
were saying. Yeah, please.
Definitely. So even now, no, when we talk about our courses, even for 99 rupees courses, they say that I have to ask my husband. Both of you can sit and talk and decide together. But the problem is, these mothers are not even going and talking to their husband about the courses or something they want.